show you how I made these flip up, flip down pockets. Very easy. I've done loads of these in the past. I've actually been watching some of my older videos going back 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago, and looking at some of the things that I've done, and I'm just kind of gonna try and bring them back to life again as well. Because you kind of move on in time when you get inspiration from other people, Pinterest, Instagram, all that kind of stuff, and you kind of forget some of the older stuff that you've done. So I'm just kind of doing these. I've done these before, and I've like kind of made pockets myself, but the journal that I'm using, the journal that I'm making is a botanical themed journal, and it's a kit from Victoria Designs. So I'm using some of the obviously the elements in that and incorporating them into some of the older things that I used to do, the older pockets, tuck spots, embellishments, whatever it is I'm going to be doing. So I've made 3 and I've kept 1 to show you. So they're just so easy. I mean, you can use scrapbooking paper or digital papers if you want to. I've just used some coffee or tea dyed paper, done a little bit of stenciling on there, and these would just quite simply go onto my page like that. Am I in frame? I am. So it would go in there just like that. I would normally just glue down this side and that side, so that if you've got anything just that little bit wider, it will still slip in quite easily. So right, let's put this back. I'm doing a playlist as well with all these, and it's called Let's Make, I think I've named it. I only done it about 5 minutes ago and I can't remember already. So right, let's put these to one side, and I'll get all my little bits from up here that I've saved. So you will need a bit of paper. Now obviously my journal is, I think it's like 4 and, let me have a look, because obviously the width of it will depend on what size journal you're making. So this one here is, whoopsie, is 4 5/8. Well, my journal page measures 4 7/8, so it's kind of nearly 5 inches. So I would obviously make it just that little bit less than what the page is, and then I just flipped it over, flipped it up, just to make sure that that covers a majority of this at the top, because you don't want it like that and it's catching all the time, because then your paper will rip. So that's what I've done. So what have I done with my stencil? Okay, so first of all I'm just gonna do some stenciling, and just like that. I'm just doing it on the front pieces. You can do it all over if you wish. Just like that, and I'm going to put that to one side. Just going to go around the edges. Now you can sew this along there if you want to, but I'm not for this one. I may change my mind afterwards when I'm actually going to be putting it into the journal. And like I said, you don't have to use coffee dyed paper or tea dyed paper. You can just use scrapbooking or digital paper that's already all patterned and you know, fits well with your journal. So obviously these come with the kit, and that's how I decided on the width, so that these would just simply glue on there, or you can stitch them. I'm just going to glue it, because not everybody's got a sewing machine and not everybody likes sewing. So a little bit of glue, and then I need to put my glue gun on, so I'll do that now. It heats up really quickly, so that I can stick down my butterfly and bits in a minute. So that goes on there like that. Really easy peasy, isn't it? Like I said, you know, in my first one, these are, you know, really easy, quick and easy things to add to your journal. And I think you only need a few little embellishments to make things look, you know, a little bit like you've put some effort in. So let that dry for a minute. I don't like using Fabri-Tac. Well, I do like using it, don't get me wrong, I love the stuff, but the smell from it really affects my sinuses. And even when I've got like the door opened, and you know, because I'm in a little, no, it's not a little shed, but I'm in a shed, that's my studio, my shed, and when I'm in that, even with the door open, it really kind of burns my nostrils. So I've stopped buying it. I don't mind waiting for the tacky glue to dry. I just get on with doing other stuff. But you know, if you've got no problems and don't have any health issues with, because it's a strong solvent glue, and you should actually, I would recommend any glues that you have, read the small print. And if you can't see it on the bottle, because obviously this is non-toxic, if you can't see it on the bottle, look it up online and just read, you know, if there's any warnings and stuff like that, because some of us are stuck in our craft rooms, especially in the winter when you've got doors and windows shut and heating on, and you're kind of breathing in fumes. So yeah, just check what you're breathing in. We'd complain if we're out in the street and there's cars going up and down with toxic fumes and all sorts of stuff. So, right, I'll shut up about that now. So I've got a ticket, which I've just inked up. I haven't coffee dyed it, and this was the last on the roll. I have still got some. Crafty Irina had sent me a huge big roll of tickets, oh, probably about 2 or 3 years ago. And that's me just kind of finishing them off. I have got other colours, but you know, the white ones were the ones that were my go-to. So I've just inked up the butterfly. This is from Artie Mays, and I can't remember if that's part of a kit or it's a freebie. If it's a freebie, it will be on her website or her Facebook group, which is Artie Mays and Friends, and you can get that on there. If not, it's part of a kit and you'll have to buy it. So glue gun, got the cordless one. This is brilliant. I think this is the second glue gun I've bought in like 8-9 years, and this, I absolutely love it. Heats up really quick. It's cordless, so you can move around with it without, you know, if your plug sockets are miles away, you don't have to move your work, you can just move that to you. So right, a little bit on there like that, and just pop that on there. You know, instead of the paper scraps that I'm using, because I'm just trying to use up everything as well, you could use fabrics. You could do a couple of layers of fabrics, but like I said, I'm using up my paper scraps. So that's how easy that is to make that. So that's me, got 4 of them, and they will be one for each signature, because it's actually 2 journals that I'm making, 2 signatures in each one, so there'll be one of 2 of these in each one. Yeah, I think that's right. So yeah, that's sort of getting a collection of pockets and tucks. So if you have any questions, just ask. And like I said, there's the playlist is below called Let's Make, and below that one there is the one about making journals, the playlist on that. So if you want to check that out, you can. I'm going to see what I can come up with next, and I will be back pretty soon. So any questions, just ask, and thanks for watching. Bye.